Well, this was one the fellas they knew they needed to get out of town with. That's right, a W, taking 3 of 4 from those St. Louis Cardinals. The 15th extra inning game of the season sees the fellas nail down their 9th victory in said innings. That's right, Alex Bregman pushing a run across, and the fellas, well, they'll be feeling quite dandy on that flight back to Chicago because, as JD and Boog alluded to, 7 ball games here at Wrigley Field coming down the pipe. And PCA, when he's not doing it with the bat, you know he's always doing it with the leather. You know, platinum and yet another gold glove certainly on his trajectory this season. We'll tell you more about that, plus let you know how this one all unfolded. The final out of the ball game, well, look at this. Mr. Savali's second career save, the 13th Cub pitcher with a save so far this season. Yep, claps all the way around for a solid victory in extras. With that said, come on in. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. I'm Cole Wright. That's our player development analyst, Lance Brozdowski. And Lance, a solid win all the way around, and it needed some extras to do it.
Yeah, JD was saying on the broadcast, I mean, you come out of this series 2-2, it feels a little not as great, especially with how strong those first 2 games were. So to leave this series 3-1 before you have a tough 7-game stretch coming up, 2 really good teams, then you get the Blue Jays and kind of a weird makeup on that Thursday, 120. I mean, yeah, you got to keep piling up the wins. The Brewers don't seem to lose, so the only way you can catch them in the division, if you still think they have a shot, which they very much do for the final 2 months, pile up wins.
Yeah, 5-2 on the road trip sounds a whole lot better than 4-3 or even anything worse than that. So mission accomplished. That's going to get us to some professional grade plays presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana GMC dealer, and Alex Bregman coming through just like he needed to. Top of the 10th, a 2-sacker down the line. It gets a friendly Chicago Cubs carom. Seiya Suzuki, he comes home to score. That put the Cubs out front 3-2. And not to mention Alex Bregman, he got the scoring started. Came home on that air, the missed cut on the Ian Happ fly ball to right field. And you see Alex Cohen. Big series from Alex. You gotta love the way he said it. Big series from Alex. Yeah, AC, we know that was huge. Bregman literally on fire. Look at Bregman. Thank you, Alex. Alex Bregman. Huge series, no doubt about it. And for his efforts this series, raising that batting average 14 points, he's catching up with T-Mac.
Thank you. All right, let's go to the 10th. Runner on second. Walk me through that at bat.
Yeah, I didn't look at it yet, but I think I chased the sinker in off the plate, fouled it off, and then threw a pretty good sweeper. Was just fortunate enough to put enough bat on it and hit a line drive down the right field line.
And you were able to score early on second base. When the ball goes to Nootbaar, walk me through what you saw and how you were able to know to go home.
Well, I think it was just hit really deep, so it was like tag with a turn, and then once I saw the ball kind of kick away, it was let's be aggressive and take a chance to tie the game.
Really productive road trip for you guys. What stands out about what you did collectively on the road?
Oh, I think just everybody playing consistent baseball. I think that's huge for us. Our pitching staff did a great job this series and all road trip, and took care of the ball on defense, and had a lot of traffic out there for the guys.
Thank you, Alex. Cole?
Alex, T-Mac, good stuff. The good stuff that we saw during the game, and that was in the top of the 10th. It was like an in-and-out state of mind, double-doubles, and the fellas were switching places, and just like that, they took that 2-run lead.
Oh, yeah, we were watching that here in the studio, and you called it. But, I mean, that's great. Bregman in the series, man, he had 4 knocks, 3 knocks, a knock, and then 2 knocks today. This seemed like he flipped up the bat. He went back to the ash or birch, whatever it is, the light color. Prior in the series, we were talking about how he was using Dansby Swanson's bat, which is that black bat.
Choking up considerably.
It was, yeah. It's a little heavier, too, from some of the reporting we heard Taylor do in game a couple days ago. And I'm not entirely sure. It seems like there's some feel perhaps he was searching for that bat allowed him to get. Maybe now he flips back to his bat. But this is great to see. Like you're mentioning the batting average jump up. He had a rough 3 months, and for this to be turned around now to the point where you're looking at him as more of an impact force in the lineup is huge for this team going forward. Like, anybody you can get clicking in the middle to bottom of the order that wasn't clicking prior, that makes this team that was already like the second or third best in baseball even better. That's how you can take down some of the Titans in the National League in the playoffs.
Yeah, like we discussed, Alex Bregman, a traditional slow starter, but in years past, even though he had a slow start, there was still some slug. This year, right off the rip, we didn't see him putting balls in seats.
We didn't, yeah. It took a while, and it's the weird thing, too, is like you're seeing a lot of contact the other way. I think of him as such a directional, like, backspin the ball to the pull side. He said this a bunch, too. You have to catch things out in front. That's where the party I was going to say the exact same thing. That's where the majority of damage happens in baseball is out in front. But we've seen him kind of go the other way in this series, and he's got a lot of doubles. It's odd. It's not the typical Alex Bregman I'm used to seeing slug. When I think of Alex Bregman slug, I think of balls 430 feet to left field, out on the line, sliders up, fastballs up. And now, this whole series, he was the other way. So I'm curious to see how this balances back out into his profile over the final 2 months.
Without a doubt, some quality defensive swings ending up in some quality knocks for Alex Bregman. When you get 10 knocks in a series, you're feeling
that's big.
pretty good. Everything is tasting like steak, even when you're eating hot dogs. Let's go. Fast Play of the Game, presented by the Illinois Lottery. Download the app to your phone right now to start playing from your device. Ian Happ, it's like he just missed it by a hair. Maybe an extra spoonful or two of Wheaties. Alex Bregman, he ties, but this is why you watch the ball. You want to watch your coach on third base, but the ball, it never lies. And Alex Bregman, it was telling him some truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's big. It's just a mental lapse there in the outfield. But, yeah, he's looking back as well. And I imagine is Q there's yelling at him as well. That's just a tough play. And, I mean, for him to be heads up, have the speed to get home, it's a massive run for them to pick up.
And that has to be a play that happens in the thick of the moment. Alex Bregman, even if Quentin Berry was yelling, he said, I made up my mind already. I'm going to the house. If I score, I score. If not, well, we'll have more innings to get it done.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time you push it on those plays. Like I had a director tell me one time that if you're not getting thrown out at home plate occasionally, you're not taking enough risk on, which I thought was interesting. So a lot of the time you're like, why'd you send the guy? It's really hard for everything to line up, from the relay to line up, the ball to be on the catcher, the catcher to make the tag on a player. A lot of the time, I would be aggressive. I like how Q is managed from third base coaching box. Like, be aggressive. Push these guys in. Like, this team doesn't have a ton of slug. They're on base a lot. So when you get opportunities like this, push the envelope, push guys in, and I thought that was a great situation, emblematic of what we're talking about.
Director of baseball operations, not a television director.
No, not a TV
Kevin
director.
Dussault back there, but KD, he definitely knows his way around the base paths. Let's hit you with this one right here. Joe, Cubs win, series win. Everything is better when we beat St. Louis. That's right. The hatred for St. Louis, the roots on that tree, they run deep. Fly the W, Cubs win. Pete, feeling ecstatic. It's going to be an unbelievable flight back to the second city right here. Some hugs all the way around, and that is how you get it done. 4-2, taking 3 of 4 from those St. Louis Cardinals, evening the season series. 5 games to 5.